Krishna.
All glories to assembled devotees.
Hare
All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Gyanatimirandasya Gyananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Tadamayam Tadati Swapanatmikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Radha Shri Guru Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sagrajaram Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakamitasya Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Vishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome all devotees and guests for today's Sunday program. It's a very special day today. Today's celebrated as Father's Day, right? So my topic for today is very interesting. Parenting with purpose. Gita's wisdom for fathers. Very short topic, right? Yes. So I may not be able to tell you the significance of Father's Day in terms of how this country celebrates it, because I am not from this country. But definitely father, the relationship of father plays a very vital role in every child or every person's life, right? Prabhu is very happy because it's Father's Day. I'm saying that Prabhu is all happy because we're discussing Father's Day. So I hope today they will get first chance to get to Sarah. So we will connect with scriptures and speak about the significance of a father in one's life and different types of father and who is the ultimate father for all of us. Okay. So we will begin with a beautiful pastime which is narrated by His Holiness Gaur Govind Maharaj. He mentioned about this pastime of how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is the reason for his appearance. So there are many pastimes of why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in the age of Kali Yuga to distribute love of Godhead and to relish the love which his devotees, especially Srimati Radharani and Gopis, have for him. So I am not going to discuss the whole pastime, but just relevant to what we have talked today, the Father's Day. So we all know Lord Nrsimhadev appeared in Satyuga and he killed whom? Hiranyakashipu. So Prahlad Maharaj's father was not a good father, demoniac father, Hiranyakashipu. Prahlad Maharaj tolerated and always gave good advice to his father, knowing that father is not a good person. Ultimately, even though Hiranyakashipu was killed by Nrsimhadev. Ultimately, Prahlad Maharaj prayed in the end that Lord Nrsimha deliver us from that. So that's his love for his father. Anyways, Lord Nrsimha appeared from which place? A pillar, right? Khamba. So Lord Nrsimha appeared from pillar, and we recently had a celebration of Nrsimha Chaturdashi last month. So Lord Nrsimha appeared from pillar, and he had a powerful fight almost for the whole day, and right at the time keeping Brahmaji's boon intact, Nrsimhadev picked up Hiranyakashipu, put him on his lap, and performed the first gastrointestinal surgery, in which operation was successful and the patient was dead. So Hiranyakashipu was killed, and Nrsimhadev threw him away. It is mentioned by Acharyas that Nrsimhadev pulled out the intestine of Hiranyakashipu and bore it. And they say because Hiranyakashipu previously, actually is a great devotee of the Lord, Jai and Vijay, right? One of them. And he was mentioning that the Lord was thinking, whenever I would come, my devotees offer me a garland. But this personality is my devotee in the last life. He did not offer me a garland. So he only removed his intestine and put to the garland. Self-made garland. So when Hiranyakashipu was thrown away, Hiranyakashipu's followers they all ran towards Nrsimhadev, just like flies enter into a blazing flame, and they all got consumed. Nrsimhadev was like, with his nails he was killing them like this. Tavatara kamala vare nagham. Like this. So Nrsimhadev killed everyone. And Nrsimhadev was killing, he was not killing smiling. He was very angry, very ferocious. Right? And even after everyone, the soldiers and the army of Hiranyakashipu was killed, Nrsimhadev's anger did not come down. So the whole match was over, but the enthusiasm to kill more was still there in Nrsimhadev. He was roaring with anger. More ko hai kya? Is there even more there? And everyone was killed. So all the devatas and demigods came down from the sky because they were watching the whole match from the sky behind the clouds. Because they were all afraid of Hiranyakashipu. They thought Hiranyakashipu will cease, that they are cheering for Nrsimhadev. In case Hiranyakashipu does not get killed, then they will have a problem later. So they were watching behind the clouds, and in the clouds they came down when Hiranyakashipu was killed. And now everyone wanted to offer prayers to Nrsimhadev. But who will pacify us? So everyone was looking at the head. Brahmaji. Brahmaji said, I cannot go to Nrsimhadev because of my reason Nrsimhadev had to come. Because I gave those boons to Hiranyakashipu. So everyone looked at Lakshmi Mata. You go and see my husband. Lakshmi Devi said, yeah, it's my husband, but I have not seen my husband in this form. And then Brahmaji reminded Lakshmi Mata, Lakshmi Devi, it is because of you Nrsimhadev has come. So when? How? Brahmaji reminded Lakshmi Devi that one time you were massaging the lotus feet of Lord Narayan on the bed of Ananta, and you had a small kind of a feeling in your heart, and Lord Narayan asked you, Lakshmi, you are massaging your feet, it seems like you are thinking about something very deep. And Lakshmi, you are told that Lord, I am always massaging your feet, your body is like a lotus flower, so soft. Sometimes I am massaging, I am thinking I should not massage too hard, they are so soft. So Lord said, okay, that's a good feeling. But my question is to you that such a soft lotus body, and then I hear that you kill demons. And a demon's body is like Vajra, thunderbolt. How is possible? You have a lotus body and you destroy thunderbolt like people. So Lord smiled and said, very soon you will see that. And to elaborate or to facilitate Lakshmi's understanding, Lord came as Nrsimhadev Bhagwan Ki Jai. So when we hear sing Nrsimha Pranam mantra, You say Tava Kara Kamala Mare Nakha, right? So what is the meaning? Tava means your, Kara means hand, Kamala means lotus. Your hands are like lotus. But Vare, on the lotus, Vare is Nakham. There is lotus hand, and on the lotus hand there is Nakham, nails. Have you seen anything like that in this material world? Lotus carrying a thorn on it. Lotus is so soft. It's so soft that even if you handle it, you have to handle it too gently. You handle it little rough, the lotus will break. The petal will just tear apart. In fact, sometimes if rains and lot of rain falls on the lotus petal, the petal tears apart. That is how delicate lotus is. So therefore this mantra, this Buddha mantra says, Tava Kara Kamala Vare Nakham, and that's why Adbhuta Shringam. They are not Adbhuta Shringam. Someone with lotus having nails on it. That's Adbhuta Shringam. And then what he did was, he killed Hiranyakashipu. So Rama is reminded, Lakshmi, maybe Narasimha has come for you. Lakshmi said, well, that's good, but I can't approach him now. He's too angry. So everyone was watching each other. Chandra was looking at Vayu. Vayu was looking at Indra. Sometimes he has some difficult service, what happens? You may even ask him, so who would like to do this? And he said, we look at each other. Who should go ahead? So you are there looking at each other, who will go ahead? And finally someone said, let Prahlad. So Brahma was a little confused. Small 5-year-old boy. So sending him to Narasimha, exactly. But everyone said, but he is the best person because for him Lord has come. And by seeing him, Lord will be pacified. So Prahlad Maharaj, with full confidence, he has no problem. He went to the garland. Narasimha was angry. As soon as he saw Prahlad Maharaj, his temperature just rolled down. Prahlad garlanded Narasimha. Narasimha picked up Prahlad and put on his lap and started loving and caressing Prahlad Maharaj, just like a father loves his son. Father's Day is coming up. Discussion is coming Father's Day. So now Narasimha Bhagavan is in the form of a lion, right? How does lion love his cubs? By licking the cub. So Narasimha was licking Prahlad. And Prahlad was so happy, Mahaprasadi, a wonderful transcendental nectar in the form of Lord saliva is on his body. If someone paints it with all nice honey and all, I remember which place was that? It was a holy festival. Actually holy festival we play with colors, right? But in Nanda Maharaj Gokul, they would play with what? Milk, yogurt, Shrikhand, Basundi. Amazing, right? Just by hearing you feel hungry. See, when you throw colors on each other, you have to take care that it doesn't enter your mouth, right? It all comes out. Just imagine you play holy with milk, Shrikhand, Basundi, what will happen? It will go inside the mouth. So Prahlad Maharaj was licked by Narasimha Bhagavan. Prahlad Maharaj was ecstatic. He got, for the first time in his life, real love of his father. Hiranyakashipu had not loved him so much, Narasimha was loving him so much. And Narasimha was thinking, I am loving Narasimha, I am loving Prahlad Maharaj, I should be happy. But Prahlad looks more happy by my love. Why? And Narasimha thought, this is because he is enjoying Vatsalyas, the love of a father. And Narasimha was thinking, but I never experienced this love. Who is my father? Narasimha was a pillar. He can't be my father. He is not going to lift me and lick me and kiss me and caress me. Oh, I came on a Tatkal incarnation. I had to come to protect Prahlad Maharaj. Next time when I take an incarnation, I will make sure I have a loving father. So next time when Lord Ram came, he had a very loving, caring father. Dashrath Maharaj ki jai. So much loving and so much caring. Dashrath Maharaj, he could not even live for one moment for his son Ram. That was the love of the father Dashrath to son Ram. Even when Ram was sent to Gurukul, to Vasishtha Muni's ashram, which was very far away, Lord Dashrath Maharaj could get some reason, either Kena Prakarina, to get an excuse somehow to go to that part of the world to see Lord Ram. So once Vasishtha Muni asked him, Dashrath Maharaj, you came last week only to see your son. Again you have come here. Oh, I had to fight a battle with one king nearby, so I came again. Oh, you could have fought that time only to get the two things. I forgot. So Dashrath Maharaj was so loving to his son that he would keep coming and going. And finally, when Lord Ram got trained and came back, Dashrath was so happy. So the next 14 years, Dashrath was very happy, united with Lord Ram. And then we know that how Dashrath Maharaj died, separation from his son, Lord Ram. So Narsingh's desire of our father got fulfilled in form of having a father like Dashrath Maharaj. So this is the connection of how we see reciprocation in the Lord's life. He also needs a father to reciprocate with. So today being Father's Day, I would like to have a small query with all of you. I would like to ask a question to each all devotees. They can raise hands if they want. A simple question. It's a material question, but very divine also. It's one of those questions which are easy and not easy also. So my question is, who comes first? Father or the son? Any guesses? Someone just whispered father. Who comes first? Son. Who comes first? Confusing question, right? People want to know how Krishna is father of all others. Krishna सर्व कारण के कारण है, ये प्रश्न का उत्तर मिल नहीं रहा है. Before, it's a transcendental question. There are so many questions in this material world which we have to answer. It's a confusing question. While we have no answer to many questions in this material world, we want to have the ultimate answer, the ultimate question. How Krishna is Supreme Lord? Tell me. So who comes first, father or son? Someone may say, of course father comes first, he is born first. Someone may say, no, son comes first. How come? Because when son comes, the man becomes father. Right? Otherwise, before that, no one is working for. Son comes first. Someone may say, no, both of them come simultaneously. As soon as son comes, father. So, one question has three answers. Right? There is the right answer, father comes first. Son comes first, that is also the right answer. In one sense, both come first. So we see that the transcendent questions are there in Supreme Personality God's life. It's very easy to, not very easy to detect or to ascertain the cause of all causes, Krishna. And therefore, many times if you want to approach the ultimate father, Krishna says, Aham Bija Pradapita. We have to approach another father, who is to approach Supreme Father. There is another father related, it is Guru. Right? So there are so many fathers in our life. We have a biological father, then we have a spiritual master who is our father, and then we have Supreme Father. To understand Supreme Father, we need Guru. One time one devotee approached the Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I am reading your books to understand Krishna, but I am not able to understand your books. So Prabhupada said, very good. She was confused. Prabhupada I said, very good. So he again asked Prabhupada, he said, Prabhupada, I am reading your books, but I am not able to understand. So Prabhupada said, very good. So he was surprised, how Prabhupada is very good? The purpose of my book is that you try to understand yourself, you will not understand. You need help. And that help comes from the medium of Guru. So, Srila Prabhupada in his life we can see he dedicated his many times he would always be very grateful to his own father. Who is Srila Prabhupada's father? What is his name? Gaur Mohan Dev. Right? Before that I will tell you one next story. I was in I know ISKCON Chowpatty temple. So we have a Vaishnava training academy where we have young people who are just passed out from their college, university and doing a job. They want some training about temple life. So they come and stay in temple for a few months or a year. And they have morning program, they go for jobs, come back in the evening again, a small class and they take rest. So we have a VTA which every year we recruit for 11 months a batch. So one day, many years back, I got a phone call from Vrindavan Dham. So there is Vrindavan Dham Nandagaon. How many of you been to Vrindavan Dham? Raise your hands. How many of you want to go to Vrindavan? Raise your hands. So Vrindavan, there is beautiful ways of Krishna's pastime. So there is Barsana, Srimati Radharani's place of stay. Nandagaon, Krishna's place of stay. So in Nandagaon, they have a temple, Nandagaon Mandir. So there are many devotees, local families who are staying in the Nandagaon area. They get turns and they go and worship the deity of Krishna Radha. So one of the families was very closely associated with ISKCON. He called me, that was Swami family, and he said, Prabhuji, my son just graduated from Mathura Engineering College and he has got a placement in Mumbai. So he would like to come there and work. I said, yes. But he said, I am very afraid of sending him to Mumbai. He has been whole life in Vrindavan and Mathura and now he is going to Mayanagari, Mumbai. So please help him. So what do you want? So can someone take care of him? So I told him we can come and stay in the VTA Vaishnava Training Academy. There are already young boys staying, he can feel. So this boy, very nice young, around almost 19 or 20 years, something like that. She came first time to Mumbai. Picked him on the station, railway station, and then he was at the temple. And every day he would go catching the Mumbai local train. I will not ask anyone experience local train, how he wants to go to local train. So they would go every day, travel the local train. So a month passed, was having very difficulty adjusting Mumbai's life. Mumbai's life is a very fast life. Here in America, now Mumbai or city life in India is tough. I was in Malaysia 15 years back, and when I went to the gift shop of temple, so that the devotee in the gift shop said, Prabhuji, are you from Mumbai? I was surprised. You should have asked, are you from India? Specifically, are you from Mumbai? I said, yeah. Yes, how do you know? No, people in Mumbai, they are very, very fast. Everything they do fast. Eat fast, walk fast, everything fast. Because pace of Mumbai is so fast. I think so. I'm speaking also fast, right? So he was not able to match Mumbai's pace. So 3-4 months went by. After that, he had applied for also management admission. He got admission in management college in Mathura, MBA. So he was about to leave. So I just asked him one day, oh, you stayed 3-4 months in Mumbai, stayed in ISKCON Chowpatty temple. What is the realization? So he told me it was so difficult. Prabhu, I was going through this local trains, horrible. I experienced hell in my life. And then he said that I go on the streets to go to my office and this all street vendors, they sell all kinds of the chaat masala, samosa and all that. And they put all the choke also there only and it just went in my nose and I would vomit out. So many problems. And then one day I saw one man hanging on a train, fell down and he got killed. So all this I saw. I said, oh my God, Krishna give you a very crisp, all things in 3-4 months. He said, then I got a realization. What realization he got asked? Many years back, my father gave me a wisdom. He taught me a nice shloka. And that nice shloka I had spoken so many times. But I got realized the shloka. I said, what is that shloka? Tell me what shloka is this. So he sang a beautiful shloka in local Hindi language. He said, Godhan, Ashwadhan, Ratnadhan, Khan. So here the shloka is speaking about different types of wealth. In the age-old histories, wealth was always seen in terms of what position you have. In terms of animals, like you have how many cows, how many oxes, and you have how many jewels, how many golden ornaments. Today wealth we cannot count. Today we cannot even know who is actually rich and who is poor. People take loan and make big houses and 3-4 cars and pay by the nose. And he thinks he's a rich man, but inside he's frustrated thinking about, oh, my job is little bit in dicey, who will pay the loan, his anxieties. And someone who is very simple, he lives simple life, hardly has one car, but inside he is having a lot of wealth with him. So how do you understand today's wealth? But previously people would, the way they would walk and the way they would decorate themselves, to understand, Bade Baap ka beta hai, the big guy, the way he talks and walks. So, wealth means Godhan. Godhan means what? Wealth of cows. How many cows you have? Ashwadhan. Ashwadhan means horse. How many horses you have? Godhan, Ashwadhan, Ratnadhan, Khan. Ratnadhan. How much jewels, rubies, emeralds, gold you have in your locker? Open it. Shining. Ratnadhan Khan. Khan means mine. Ratnadhan should not be just one golden ornament somewhere in the one small drawer. It should be Khan. Right? Ratnadhan Khan. So the first line. Second line is a game changer. You want to hear? Or you want to hear Mahamsade Something you should hear. So the first line is what? Please repeat after me. Godhan, Ashwadhan, Ratnadhan, Khan. So who has spoken this to this devotee? His father. Today is what? Father's Day. So he learned the wisdom from his father. Second line. Santosh dhan jahan rahe, teeno dhool saman. The person who has got Santosh dhan. What is Santosh? Whose name is Santosh? Someone's son's name is Santosh? No! Santosh. Satisfaction. The wealth of satisfaction. Santosh dhan jahan rahe, ye teeno dhool saman. Even there hai ya nahi hai, koi baat nahi. You have it or don't have it. But if you don't have Santosh dhan, then all that dhan will be of no use. It will only cause you nidhan, death. Santosh dhan jahan rahe, teeno dhool saman. And very Santosh dhan available, which Costco, Walmart. You can go and ask, I want 1 kg of Santosh dhan. What is that? Not know. If Santosh dhan is available in Walmart, Costco, nothing like that. Santosh dhan is available at the lotus feet of Sri Radha. Let's become here. Why do we come Sunday program? Because when we come here, we get purified. Our body gets purified by sitting here, by dancing here. Our mind gets purified by hearing. Our soul gets purified. Everything gets purified. And when you offer some darshana to Lord, our wealth, dhan also gets purified. Tan, man, dhan, all gets purified. So you all come here to get purified. So this is how this nice young boy learned beautiful lessons from his father. Santosh dhan jahan rahe, teeno dhool saman. Srila Prabhupada in his own life, he always was very grateful to two fathers. One is his spiritual father, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. And another father is his own father, Gaur Bhavan Dev. Srila Prabhupada dedicated a Krishna book. Have you read a Krishna book? The front page worry for the God day. Srila Prabhupada always would say, my father gave me so much of wisdom, so much of training. Because of him, I was always immersed in Krishna Bhakti. He was praying for my Krishna Bhakti and my spiritual master connected me to Krishna Bhakti. Of course, Prabhupada is humble. Prabhupada is always Krishna Bhakti. So Prabhupada always remembered that his father had a cloth shop in the market. And every day before closing the shop, he would keep a bowl of rice in the shop. Someone asked him, why are you keeping the bowl here? He said, there are so many rats coming inside. They want something to eat. So they go and nip my clothes which I have to sell. So if I keep them rice there, they will eat rice and go away. And they will not destroy my clothes. So Prabhupada remembers as a small child, his father keeping a bowl of rice. Prabhupada. My father was considered devoted to rats. So Prabhupada said, my father, he would call regularly sadhus to his home. Whether they are good sadhu, bad sadhu, no wonder. Just bring sadhu, feed them nice prasadam. And after prasadam is finished, bring away small Prabhupada that time. And say, please all of you pray that my son becomes a devotee of Srimati Radharani. So Prabhupada said, just imagine every day someone coming and asking, please pray. My father, Prabhupada would say, would not be bothered about whether by barrister or engineer or lawyer. He was more interested that I learn devotional principles. So he arranged for me to learn mridanga, harmonium, like that. And Prabhupada said, this is the training I got from my father. And this training got solidified when I met Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada becomes very, very emotional when Prabhupada speaks about his father. Also, he speaks about his spiritual father, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. So, we see because of the wisdom a father gives to the child grows in knowledge. The role of parent is very important in every child's life. From parents, the child gets emotional support and also support of wisdom. Mother gives emotional support, father gives wisdom. Both are important. So childhood, a small child grows and there is both support needed. Support is important for the child. And the support is required not only as a child but also as it grows up. So the child grows up and becomes a grown up boy, then support is required, but the support is some other support. What is the support? It doesn't require emotional support, it requires. Wisdom support requires. But more than that, the parents have to support the child that we are with you. The child should feel that my parents are trusting me. He wants that trust. And because he is embarking on a new path, for him also new thing. And he sees that my parents are giving me a chance, they are trusting me, and because they trust me, I will make sure I will not break their trust. So this is the words of Srila Prabhupada and how a parent should raise their children. So we see that a training in any child's life is based on good parenting. There was a serial killer, his name was Carlos in America many years back. He was well known for killing ruthlessly. So one day he was caught and he was beaten. And then he was asked, did not you fear anyone when you are killing so much? So many people said, no, I did not fear anyone. So they are surprised. Someone, as a criminal, saying, I did not fear anyone, and therefore I killed so many people. Someone said, hey, you didn't fear anyone. Did not you fear that you will be put in hell? And this Carlos said, why should I fear? I was born in one. Right? Which means the bringing of a child. And therefore later the child became violent. So most important is the training the child receives from the parents. The famous One of the famous incident in Mumbai, I would like to recollect, is the Taj terrorist attack. You all must be knowing terrorist attack, Taj Hotel. So many people were killed. Harvard University conducted a study on psychology of the staff of Taj Hotel. Because when Taj was attacked by terrorists, none of the staff ran away. They were all there in the hotel, trying to rescue the guests. And in rescuing the guests, many of them got killed. So it was a very alarming thing. Everyone was thinking about their own life. They should have ran away. The all staff is down there. So they all tried, but they are all intact. And they were going and running and pulling people out. Because they knew all the doors, exit doors, entry doors. And then they got, many of them got killed. So Harvard became interested. And Harvard then did a study. And then they made a study and they came to the conclusion that Taj Hotel recruited people as a staff not from big cities. They recruited the staff from smaller cities. The reason was, in smaller cities there is a lot of culture. In modern cities what happens is culture is not there. Culture is not in the family, not in parents and not in children also, because the city culture means sab chalta hai, everything is okay. So they went to smaller cities and they recruited their staff. So their idea was approach smaller cities to get more cultured people. But that was not it. Second recruitment criteria was they did not see a certificate of just a certificate of the person, qualification. They went before recruiting and finalizing and actually taking in a person, they would go to that person's school, that staff, school or college, and talk to the teacher. How was this as a student? Was he respectful teachers? Was he respectful to his parents, his father, and elder superiors? And when the teachers would read, he's a good child, he's a good person. This boy or girl, when he was school, in college, he respected his parents, he respected his father, mother, respected us. So that was one of the criteria I take, that he is also fit for our staff. The third criteria was the Taj had given a training to the staff that you are not our staff, you are not serving us, you are serving the guest. Don't think that you are ambassador of Taj for the guest, rather you are ambassador of guest for the Taj. So these three criteria was the basis on which the staff was recruited, and today it has become a research study in famous Harvard University. So you see here how even external world also, this quality of respectfulness, quality of what is subservient and training plays an important role. Many times we have seen in many industries also when they recruit the staff, they see everything but they also see the character. They see when they ask questions, they don't ask only technical questions, they also ask them questions based on life. And the way a person answers. One devotee from America here only, so he was about to go for an interview. He was thinking, what should I speak, what they'll ask? Confusion, when you go for an interview, you don't know what they'll ask. Technical stuff, you read anything. There's so much to read. So finally he got frustrated, I did not read, so he just played the recording of his spiritual master, Radhanath Maharaj. And Radhanath Maharaj lecture was hearing. Even while going to office also he was hearing a lecture. I forget all the tension. And then the lecturer, Radhanath Maharaj was Tadana peace. So while he went to interview, he asked him questions, second question, what do you value in your life? So he said, Tadana peace. What is that? You should humble in a bit of class, more tolerant. He's out of the world, recruiting is a nice guy. He got recruited because putting this shloka. So training is an important aspect in everyone's life. You don't see degrees, you don't see externals, you see internal thing. And internal training comes from home. We can get education from outside, but the training with the child sees, he sees from his parents, emotional support from mother, and the support from his father. So today is a very special day. Today is Father's Day, very relevant, and we should learn this important. Those of fathers, They should be happy that they are fathers, but they should also carry a responsibility towards giving wisdom to children, and mothers also should be happy that today's fathers say, so that they can support their husbands, so they can both become a good company, a good joint effort in taking care of the children. So there are a lot of things to speak. Time is not in our favor, but I thought I'll just maybe speak some Prabhupada pastimes based on today's Father's Day, and conclude by reading from Bhagavad Gita some shlokas which Krishna says, or Arjuna says, Krishna, you are the real father. So we have three fathers. One is our biological father, and second is Guru, and third is Supreme Lord, Supreme Father Krishna. So this is different devotees recollect different pastimes. So Haridas Prabhu, Prabhupada disciple, so unique devotee, he came to Krishna consciousness in a unique way. He was born in a family where he was born in actually say, I don't know, but in India, so huts, jhoppadpatti, ghettos, right? Ghettos. So he was born in ghettos, and then he became a thief. And then he was in a jail. So while he was in jail, a backward medicine came into jail. Someone must have given the police that way. He thought, let me keep in the jail, the prisoners will read some sort of bhakti karenge, etc. So this personality opened the backward magazine, so Prabhupada's photo in the last page. And so Prabhupada had a watch in his hand, which was a gold watch. So Hare, Swamiji has gold watch. Where is this? He saw the address is Hare Krishna land, Juhu, Mumbai. So when he came out of prison, he went to the Hare Krishna land. As soon as he came to Hare Krishna land, the temple was not there. Very few people would come. So devotees saw he was coming. Devotees needed him some service. So he thought, if I have to stay here and still I have to look like one of them, right? So he began to show nicely. But devotee is very happy, sincere person. So he stay here only. Thank you, I'll stay here. So he stayed here. He was asking, you showed magazine, when Maharaj is coming, Swami is coming. Oh, next week Prabhupada is coming. Wow, I was happy. Prabhupada will come and I'll steal the watch and none of it. So one week he stayed in temple. So he stayed in temple for 1 week, he prasad. Comes, the transformation comes. And when Prabhupada came, he was always moving around Prabhupada just to steal the watch. But just by moving around Prabhupada and Prabhupada talking to him, his heart changed completely. 1 week's time he was a different person. So he went to Prabhupada and said, Prabhupada, please forgive me. I came here to steal that golden watch from your hand. Prabhupada said, do you want this? Remove and give it. So he came to steal Prabhupada's watch. Prabhupada stole his heart. He stayed in Hare Krishna temple, became a full-time devotee, got the name Haridas Das. So he had a bad habit of not sleeping in the night because he was a thief. Night time he would not get sleep only. So one day he was going around, when you don't get sleep, what he was going around here like and he was going around and said, hey, one room light is on. Where is Prabhupada's room? Why Prabhupada's room is on? Then he went and just saw. Luckily, Prabhupada is translating books. He was very happy. He put his ears and he was hearing Prabhupada translating. Suddenly he heard Prabhupada say, who is there? So he came and said, Prabhupada, Gita of what you are doing? Prabhupada, because I was stealing, so night I would not sleep, so now I am not getting sleep. Prabhupada said, see, everyone is sleeping, you both only are not sleeping. So we both are very, have some commonality. You don't sleep, I also don't sleep. Prabhupada did not sleep for translating books, right? So Prabhupada told him that I need your help. Yes, that's what happened. I am translating this, I am using dictaphone. And a lot of stray dogs, they keep barking in the night. And many times when I am recording them, then the barking sound comes in the recording. So the devotee was typing, he had difficulty because Prabhupada is saying, Bhava, suddenly he can't hear words. So your service will be to shoo away the dogs in the night. So as long as Prabhupada stayed there, Haridas was enthusiastically taking a stick and shooing away all the stray dogs because the stray dogs were barking. So this Haridas Prabhu in this way was serving Prabhupada. So one day he came and he offered obeisance to Prabhupada. So he had a habit of eating chocolates. So after becoming devotee also he could not stop that. So as soon as offered obeisance, chocolate fell from his pocket. Prabhupada said, what is that? So he said, Prabhupada, I'm sorry, I like sweets, Prabhupada. You like sweet? Why are you eating that? That will spoil your teeth. You should eat halwa. So he said, Prabhupada, who will give me halwa? Prabhupada said, I will make halwa. Prabhupada went to the kitchen, cooked halwa and gave him halwa. I never eaten such a halwa in my life. And after that halwa, he forgot all that sweets and chocolates. This is how Prabhupada always would take care of you. So Prabhupada told him, now you are very nicely trained under me, you should go and preach all over the world. He said, Prabhupada, I don't have a passport. Go and make a passport. So he went to the passport office to make a passport. He asked him, what is the father's name? He said, I don't know. Who's the father? So he did not, came back with a form. So Prabhupada went to passport office to make passport. Prabhupada, they asked him, who is your father? I don't know who's your father. The father, mother did not tell me anything about that. You write my name in the passport as father. So even now he has, because he left his body recently, he has passport. Father's name is Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Prabhupada's reciprocation with someone who is not your father. So there are many pastimes like that. Let me see something more interesting pastime which makes it today special. Okay, this is Gopal Krishna Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, you dedicated your Krishna book to your father, is it not, Prabhupada? Prabhupada said, yes, my father was a pure Vaishnava. He wanted me to become like this. He was praying to Radharani. Any saintly person would come to my home, he would simply say, give blessings to my son that he may become Radharani's servant. That was my father's prayer. He never prayed, my son will become a very rich man. He never prayed like that. Actually, his ardent desire that his son will become a Vaishnava. And my Guru Maharaj's training has put me in this position. That I admit. Gopal Krishna Maharaj knew what Prabhupada meant. When Gargamuni read the whole thing, Prabhupada read this in dedication. Krishna book. To my father, Gaur Mohanty, 1849 to 1930, a pure devotee of Krishna, who raised me as a Krishna conscious child from the beginning of my life. In my boyhood ages, he instructed me how to play Mridanga. He gave me Radha Krishna Vigraha to worship. He gave me Jagannath Rath Yatra to duly observe. He was kind to me. He imbibed from me the ideas later on solidified by my spiritual master, the Eternal Father. In this way, Prabhupada, while speaking, while hearing about this, Gargamuni reading the book, Prabhupada's natural humility came and he was very much feeling affectionate to his father. That is a fact, Prabhupada said. After hearing that, Prabhupada said, I got good father and I got good spiritual master, Prabhupada said. Gargamuni immediately said, Prabhupada, you are so fortunate. You have got good father and good spiritual master. Prabhupada, I have a bad father, but I have a good spiritual master. Prabhupada said, how can you have bad father? Unless good father, son cannot become good. So Prabhupada told, your father is also good, right? So he said, father, good father will lead to good son. Deen Dayal Ji Mataji recollects. When my parents met Srila Prabhupada, my mother took a photograph of Srila Prabhupada sitting on the floor along with my dad sitting cross-legged and both were smiling. I have a photograph is with me, I call it my two fathers. Photograph is entitled Two Fathers. So, my parents thanked Srila Prabhupada for saving me from drugs and a degraded hippie life. Srila Prabhupada smiled and said, yes, many parents thank me. They also told him that they were concerned about me because it was difficult for them to communicate with me since I was in India. Prabhupada said, don't worry, I am also concerned about my children. She was pointing to India and they are also my children. I take care of them. He chatted with the parents on a parental level. So Prabhupada talked to them, not preaching, but parental level Prabhupada did with them. He gave them some prasadam from his plate and showed them mercy. Srila Prabhupada knew how to relate with everybody. This is in Madhudesha Prabhu. Madhudesha Prabhu said, No one was insignificant to Srila Prabhupada. Once one devotee got his father to meet Prabhupada and he said, Prabhupada, this is a father, but he is not a devotee. Prabhupada said, a good fruit does not come from a bad seed. The father is also a devotee. See. Then this is Giriraj Maharaj. Giriraj Maharaj's parents came to meet Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, see how genius. Srila Prabhupada, Mr. and Mrs. Teton, they were coming from very elite family. Mr. Teton was a very big barrister, advocate in Chicago that time. Srila Prabhupada saw Giriraj Maharaj's mother. She was in 60s. Prabhupada said, oh, Mrs. Teton, you look so young. And she was very pleased. Somebody is calling me young. At the end of the walk, we came to parked cars. Srila Prabhupada was using a Rolls Royce that time. And my father noticed that Prabhupada was having a Rolls Royce. She was watching a different eye. Prabhupada looked down and said to her father, my disciples have got this for me. What can I do? So father immediately said, no, you deserve it. You deserve it. Then again, very expertly, Prabhupada said, you like this car? Yes. So please come, we'll go and ride. So he took Prabhupada to Giriraj Maharaj's father for a ride. Then, afterwards, Harish Prabhu, he told Prabhupada, his Prabhupada servant said, after Giriraj Maharaj's parents went away, Prabhupada, everyone loves you so much. Srila Prabhupada said, yes, because I love everyone. So you see here how Srila Prabhupada also dealt with so many parents and he gave credit to even people, even father or mother who are not devotees. Prabhupada cared for them. And Prabhupada, so in our life, as I mentioned, we have contribution from all walks of life, so many people. They are saying in Hindi that it takes one whole village to raise a child. Not just parents, not just father, mother, but all the relatives, everyone takes together the whole village. So in our life also we have contribution of everyone, from our parents' side, from our uncle's side, from our friends, relatives, neighbors, everyone, our teachers. So we should be indebted to all of them and grateful. So Prabhupada has taught us in Krishna consciousness, where someone is a devotee or not devotee, be grateful. Even though they may not take us to the ultimate goal, but they helped us in our journey, right? And then after the journey, what happens? Then Gurudev picks up, Srila Prabhupada picks us up and takes us to Krishna. It's a joint combined effort. And therefore today being Father's Day, one of the very important essential elements is, we need to know that in our life, we have three fathers. One is our own father, biological father. Second is our spiritual father, Guru, Srila Prabhupada, our Guru. And third is Supreme Father, Lord Shri Krishna. So we'll end here by chanting 4 shlokas from the Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna is been quoted as the Supreme Father. Okay? So this is verse number 9. Is already there? I have not seen.
Yes.
Where it is? Oh.
Yes.
Okay, all together. Pitamahasya yato mata tata pitamah vedyam parikramo kara vriksam yajurvedacha. Can someone read the meaning? Mataji's fathers.
I am the father of the universe. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support, and the grand desire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the slave of home. I am the Rig, the Sam, and the Yajurveda.
Yes. The next verse. This is 11.40, right? Have you read already?
Yes.
Yeah. Vitasi lokasya rajasya tamasya mujasya guruviniya matata lokatraye bhava. Someone else can read?
You are the father of this complete its worshipable chief, the supreme spiritual master. No one is greater than you, nor can anyone be one with you. How then could there be anyone greater than you within these three words? O Lord, immeasurable power.
Yes. Next one is 14.4. Sarva, again? Sarva Yogishwanteya Murtaya Sambhavantiya Tasam Brahma Rohim Aham Bija Prajapita.
It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kundi, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving Father.
Yeah, no, it was a seed giving Father. Last verse, 17.14. Done? Deva Nijara Rudraya Pujanam Sauchamarjavam Brahmacharyam Ahisacha Shariram Tapauchate.
Austerity of the body consists in worship of the Supreme Lord, the Brahman, Brahmanas, the spiritual master and superiors like the father and mother, and in cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, I think so we don't have time for anything else. You can go keep them.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us also again express our gratitude to His Grace Baldev Prabhu by loudly chanting Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So I would just like to introduce His Grace Baldev Prabhu, for all of our benefit. His Grace Baldev Prabhu came in touch with ISKCON in Mumbai in 1991. He is a senior disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, and he got initiated at the age of 18 years old. All his entire family, including his father, mother, parents, a lot of relatives, they are all initiated devotees. So at the age of 23 years old, Prabhu actually after completing his education and settling, father's business and everything, he joined ISKCON Chowpatty Temple as a full-time brahmachari in 1999. And for many, many decades, Prabhu has been guiding various youngsters, married devotees, and has been a mentor and guide to many, many, devotees. Education-wise, Prabhu holds a bachelor's in physics, right? Certifications in advanced physics, nuclear energy, and kinematics. I hate all those three subjects. No, I like physics a little bit, but it's a little bit too much. Prabhu holds multiple diplomas in human resource, personal management, software management, business communication, tourism. So he could have been a really, really, really big achiever and would have amassed a lot of wealth and accomplishments in his life, but he dedicated his life to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada. In ISKCON, Prabhu serves as Zonal Secretary, Assistant of GBC, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj in the state of Maharashtra. And Prabhu is a part of ISKCON Chowpatty Temple Management. Prabhu's folio is so long, actually it's going to go long, but I'll say something personal here. So, as I was probably the age of Sharanapada, actually even younger than him, when I got in touch with Prabhuji, Prabhuji has been a personal mentor and guide for my, people like myself. So many times I get the fortune of sharing spiritual realizations with a lot of devotees, but I've learned a lot and got personally trained under the guidance of Prabhuji. So I'm very grateful that Prabhu is here. He took time from his busy schedule to actually, he's been doing a lot, traveling, but still he gave us a lot